Alright, so I was deemed a hater yesterday for the simple fact that this year I didn't have Kobe in my top 5 of players. I was called an idiot because I didn't have Kobe in my top 5 of players this year due to the fact that he was named first team All NBA, first team All Defense, and some other crap. I forgot. Whatever. Look, man. The Lakers and the Cavs did what they were supposed to do. They were front runners for the West and for the East. When the Lakers got Ron Artest, they stated that the ring was going on the Lakers' finger, and all they had to do was play the season. So, the reason why Kobe's not in my top 5 of players this year is due to the fact of the emergence of Andrew Bynum, the fact that Pau Gasol is no longer playing soft, in addition to Ron Artest. Now, I admit, Ron Artest didn't do or play to the standards that he was supposed to play, and he's not the guy, you know what I'm saying, everybody thought he was going to be, that he was before. My top 5 goes as followed: LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Dwight Howard. Now, people look and say, why do you have Dwight Howard in there? For the simple fact that he's a major impact player on his team, as well as Kevin Durant, as well as Carmelo Anthony, as well as Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. If you take Kevin Durant off the Thunder, they're winning 26 games again like they did last year. You take LeBron James off the Cavs with Mo Williams not showing up ass, and old Shaq, in addition to Jamerson. Yo, man, they're still with the bottom of the East. I don't even think they make the playoffs. And Dwayne Wade, he has nobody on his team. Michael Beasley never showed up. Then you have Hassel, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas wasn't even supposed to make it to the playoffs, and they made it in as the 5th seed. So what? It's in the East. So what? I tell you right now, the Thunder couldn't beat the Celtics in the 7-game series. I know for sure Dallas couldn't beat the Celtics in the 7-game series. They can't even beat the dang San Antonio Spurs. I know San Antonio couldn't beat Orlando in a 7-game series. So East and West, yeah. Alright, it comes out. East, Chicago got in 41-41. Alright. All the teams in the West won 50 games. Okay. But if you cross match those games in the 7-game series, anybody from number 3 down couldn't beat the top 3 in a 7-game series. The only ones that are even remotely close to smashing a team in the East will be the Lakers. That's it. So, that's why my top 5 is why my top 5 is. Alright? Don't try to say I'm a hater because Kobe's not in my top 5 for this year. He was in my top 5 last year. Kobe's a great player. If they had a 2000 All-Decade team, yo, he'd be first on the list. Probably after Shaq. But he'd be on the list. So, don't try and deem me a hater, because all you Laker fans like to walk around with the purple and gold shades on and can't see past Kobe Bryant. Yo, man, there's other dudes in the league that puts it down. Okay, he has 6 game winners. Okay? Random dudes get game winners. Random guys. What about the games he didn't win? The game they should have won against Memphis when he beat Jerry West's record, and he missed that last shot. Come on, man. It's hit and miss, just like with everybody. So don't sit there and tell me I'm a hater because I don't have this dude in my top 5 for this year. I'm not a hater. You're just a Laker fan, so you want to put him in there because that's who you root for. I hate the fact that people don't have perspective when it comes to sports. And then you say, I don't have perspective. Yo, I tell you right now, I don't like Kobe off the court. I don't like Floyd Mayweather outside the ring. I don't like Tim Tebow because the NCAA pumped him up way more than what he was. Simple as put. Now, hey, he's a cool guy with me. He's a great Christian. I like Tebow. But when it came to that, man, nah, man. I wasn't eating it, man. He wasn't the best college player like that. They pumped him up and they stuck him in games and gave him games that he shouldn't have won. And then it's funny how everybody want to be like, oh man, that don't happen. Come on, man. You know like I know. You watch sports. It's not competitive no more. It's a business. It's no longer about the greatest team or the best player on the best team making it to where it goes. It's about, yo, what's the best matchup we can make the most money on? Who brings in the most fans? Who attracts the most attention? Yeah, you know it. That's why they bring them dumbass puppets back out. Why ain't the puppets back out? Because they know. Yo, ain't no chance LeBron coming out of the East. Why? Because one nigga can't beat the big three. And now the big four with this nigga Rondo balling the way he is. If they go against Orlando, ain't no way in heck they gonna beat Orlando. Now that these niggas is rolling right now, only one even got a chance to come out was this nigga Kobe. Why? Because of the West. And the way it was. Dallas flakes. They flake every year. Number 2 in the West. Losing to San Antonio. Who else? Who else gonna beat them? The Jazz was depleted. The Nuggets didn't have their coach. Who else is gonna beat them? Nobody. It's a free ride. It's a roller coaster. All they gotta do is put their hands up. They're going to the Western Conference Finals. The Suns are gonna step in their way. Maybe. It's gonna be a good series. I bet it goes 6. Talk about the West. It's a cakewalk in the West. Think about it. Really think about it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh man, it's the Western Conference. I'm from the West Coast. Nah, man, I'm from the West Coast too. But look at it. Who did the Jazz have? Korey is out and AK-47 is gone. The dude to spread the D, it's because he can shoot the 3 in Korey, and your defensive player in AK-47. Where's he at? Then Dallas made the move to get Caron Butler and Deshaun Stevenson. Brandon Hayward showed up the first 2 weeks that he got there, and after that, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Thunder was the only ones that even was close, but them dudes is too young. Portland, Brandon Roy was out. He tried to come back and play with a messed up meniscus in his knee. Come on, man. You watch sports like I watch sports. You see niggas go down like I see niggas go down. But I'm a hater. Nah, I got perspective. I like certain players. I like certain teams. I hate the Spurs. The niggas is old. But I'm a hater. Nah, man. I'm just able to look at it from a different perspective. I'm able to look outside the box. While y'all sit in the box and watch the box, because Kobe's sitting there shooting 81 points against Toronto. It happened. It's cool. 81 points. Granted. 81 points and 4 rings. Michael Jordan never hit 81 6 rings. All kind of MVPs. All kind of final MVPs. LeBron James, 2 MVPs back to back, no rings. That's what happens. But nobody ever wants to talk about how he took the team against the Spurs going 1-on-5 every game. When Kobe was sitting there crying talking about he leaving because he wants help. Then you let your fans forget about the fact when they played Phoenix that year and he didn't want to take no shots due to the fact because they didn't give him no help. Then they brought Gasol in. Yeah, y'all don't think about that, but y'all think about when Shaq dropped the ball when they played Detroit because he knew it was going to Shaq's team. It was going to Kobe's team. Y'all talk about Shaq like Shaq was never there. Shaq was the reason niggas got back to the championship when Magic left. Y'all forget about that, don't you, Laker fans? But I'm a hater. Nah, man, get out of here. I'm not a hater. I just put stuff in perspective. If you don't know what the word means, look it up. Because most of you Laker fans ain't got it. I'm out. Korey Molson Sports Minute. Eat.